Okay. Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for coming tonight to our live look into coaching talk. The purpose of this talk is to really talk to you guys about what Beachbody coaching is. As a coach, we get a lot of individual questions about individual concerns or questions from individual people. So the purpose of this is to sort of compile all those questions into one spot, all of our commonly asked questions that hopefully, even if it's not a question that you realized you had, hopefully it'll answer it for you. So this is a sort of snapshot of what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about what being a coach actually is and what that means. We're going to talk about how we make money. Of course, everybody wants to know that. And we're going to talk about how much it costs to sign up. And we're also going to address some of the common concerns that people have. What if I'm not a fitness expert? What if I'm not at my ideal weight? How much time does it take? One of the big hesitations I get from people is the fear of the time commitment. And we're here to debunk all of those concerns. So my hope is that by the end of this, you have a good idea or a great idea of what Beachbody coaching is all about. And if I don't answer a question for you, then, please feel free at the end to go ahead and ask me, and I will be sure to answer it for you. I love this quote at the bottom. Success is something that you attract by the person you become. And that's something that Beachbody's really taught me. It sort of changed me in a way. And it's the person you become that attracts the success. You can't be successful unless you change yourself on the inside. And that's been something that's been really cool to learn about myself, and hopefully you guys will too. So let's move on. Okay, so a little bit about me. My name is Dr. Carrie Holt. I am a doctor of physical therapy by day and founder and CEO of Team Empower Fitness. I am married to my husband, who I met in graduate school. We have two wonderful kids. Ashley just turned 8 yesterday, and Judd will turn 10 tomorrow. So they're growing up. And we also have a Bernese Mountain Dog puppy who just turned a year old, and she is a big handful, but we love her to death. My story with Beachbody started a couple years ago, many years ago, actually, sort of after my daughter was born. I was a young mom of two kids under the age of 2. And prior to having children, I always loved exercising, would go to the gym. And after my son was born, we did get a treadmill as a push present. And we did use it, but then I got pregnant with my daughter and, tried to stay a little bit active. And then after her, the treadmill just was not cutting it very much. So what we did was, I wanted to exercise at home. The treadmill wasn't pulling it all in, so to speak. So a neighbor actually told me about Insanity. I said, I really want to work out, but I don't have time to go to the gym. I have these 2 young kids, their naps don't coincide, and I want to be able to try to exercise when they're around or when they're asleep, So he told me about Insanity, and I said, well, do you mind if I borrow it? And I borrowed it. My husband and I did it start to finish. We found the time, I don't know how. It was either after the kids went to bed, before they woke up. We did it during nap times. We did it with them playing behind us, with my daughter in her little bouncy seat, my son, shooting his little over the door basketball hoop thing. But regardless, we got it done. And I've never seen results like that before. It was amazing. I remember sort of my aha moment, thinking, I said to him out loud, I said, oh my gosh, this is it. Like, we're never going to need to do anything else. And it's true. We did that for years. The results I saw in myself and the results I saw in him were amazing. We did that for years. We would run occasionally, but mainly we just did Insanity. And then a couple years later, I found out about some other programs. My husband got P90X. I tried T25, and it was about a year and a half ago when I was talking to a friend of mine from work, and she said, I think I was telling her, I don't remember exactly how the conversation started, but she said to me, oh, I'm a Beachbody coach. And I said, what's that mean? I said, I'm doing T25 right now. I said, what does that mean to be a coach? And she told me, and I said, oh my goodness, I love this stuff. I've been doing it for years. It's allowed me to live the way I want to live, to be healthy and fit and be with my kids. And I said, she told me a little bit about it, but I was still a little bit skeptical because I didn't do stuff like that. That was sort of, I didn't think it was legit. But she sort of validated that for me or devalidated that. She gave it credibility. She was a physical therapist just like me, and she was doing it and making some pretty decent income at it and helping a lot of people in the process. So I bit the bullet and I did it, and I'm so glad I did. My only regret is that I didn't do it sooner. I wish I had known about coaching sooner, because since I've become a coach, my life is changing dramatically and I absolutely love it. So that's why I'm here today, is to share this with you. Okay, so my coworker who told me about being a Beachbody coach, her name is Dr. Liz Templeton, and she is now my upline coach and founder and CEO of Team Infinity Fitness. She's amazing. If you ever think that you don't have time to do this, if that's one of your hesitations, that you don't have time, let her be an inspiration to you, because she is a physical therapist, works full time. She has a 2-year-old. She's about to pop with pregnancy with her second child, and she is supporting her family right now because her husband is in graduate school. So she works a full-time job, chases after a toddler. She's 9 months pregnant, and she exercises every day and is a coach, and a very successful coach at that. So please let her be an inspiration to you, that anyone can do this no matter how time crunched they think they are. So this is a picture of her transformation. And down here on the bottom right is a picture of our team at one of the live events. And that's her and her husband and her beautiful baby girl, Carly. She's adorable. The next, just want to show you another team member here. Her name is Tina, and she is actually a teammate of mine and a founder CEO of Team Evolution. And she's under Liz as well. And she's just a rock star. Again, just an example of a woman who works. She's an occupational therapist. She's got 2 little girls, married to a great guy named Eric, and she is killing it in the business. She's doing fantastic. So just know that it can be done by anyone. This is a really great opportunity. So let's talk about Beachbody in general, the company. As a coach, we are our own bosses. This is a great opportunity where you can actually form your own organization. You have coaches who you quote unquote manage. I won't say manage, wrong word, who you lead. And then you have customers, correct? That is the definition of an organization. You are your own boss, but we are lucky to be supported by this larger corporate structure, Beachbody. And it's important to know that that's a solid company. So where did Beachbody come from? Well, it was started by 2 guys, Carl Deichler and John Cogden in '98. And they were actually infomercial guys. They were buddies, and they moved out to LA to try to produce their infomercials, and they met a guy named Tony Horton, who I'm sure you've heard of, and they together produced an infomercial for a fitness program. And it was flying off the shelves from this infomercial. But what they were finding was people were actually creating message boards for doing these workouts, because a lot of times people would get them and then not do them. The people on the message boards, on the other hand, were actually having huge success. They would comment back and forth to each other, encourage each other, say, hey, what did you do today? And they were having, what they found was that people who were on these message boards had 10 times better results than people who were not. And that is how coaching was born. It's the accountability factor that is so important. Who cares if you get something and it sits there and collects dust, right? How many times have people said, oh, I bought a treadmill and now it's a clothes rack, right? The same thing can happen with these products, but not where we are involved. That's our job. 75% of what we do has nothing to do with selling the product. It has to do with helping these people see it through. It's all about accountability. We are a multi-level marketing business, but we don't look at it that way. Multi-level helping. We are just here to help people. Are we a pyramid scheme? Absolutely not. And I will get into that a little bit later. We have 450,000 coaches. That's a big number. But don't let that scare you. If you're thinking, oh, it's saturated, there's going to be no customers left for me, everybody's already taken up by other coaches, that is so not true. Obesity is an epidemic. We know that. coaching isn't going anywhere. There are so many people to help. This is a billion-dollar company in a multi-billion-dollar industry. Coaching is not going anywhere. This is sort of our motto. We help people achieve their goals to enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. Don't worry about job security, people. Coaching is secure. So, next slide. Here we go. So, what is a coach exactly? What do we do as coaches? Well, we are actually customers, right? We love and use the products just like everybody else. As a coach, we get to know the products a little more intimately than your typical customer would, because we share our journey using these products with people so that we can encourage them to change their lifestyle habits as well and to lead a healthy, fulfilling life. So that's it. We use the products because we love them. We share it with people. We learn about the products a little bit more and tell people about them when they ask us, like, hey, what are you doing, right? Because they want to change their habits. There's so many people that want to change habits to live healthier lives, and that is exactly what we do. And then we also invite people to join our team, and that's why you're here tonight. So when people have success with their programs, they get really excited and they want to share it with other people, and coaching gives them an opportunity to do that and make income at the same time. So that is what we do as Beachbody coaches. But now let's talk practicality. How do we do it, right? So that's sort of our general mission, but what do we actually do every day to accomplish that? Well, there's something that we talk about called the 4 vital behaviors. And they're called that because they're vital to the growth of your business. The number 1 that we just talked about is that we use the products. We drink Shakeology every day. Shakeology is our superfood daily dose of dense nutrition. It's a meal replacement shake that is absolutely fantastic. And that's a topic for another day. It's amazing stuff. But that's a big part of our program. And so we drink Shakeology every day and we press play every day. Customers usually buy a package from us. It's called a challenge pack. It is a fitness program with Shakeology combined into a package. We are there as coaches to make sure that they stay consistent with these every day. How can we ask them to do that if we're not doing that ourselves? So that's number 1. We are a product of the products. Number 2 is that we connect with others. We attract others on social media through posting our experience on social media, and we invite these people to join into our accountability groups and also to the coaching opportunity. Like I said, those accountability groups are one of the main ways that we help people see their program through so that they can get the best results that they possibly can. So we invite people to do that and join in on our groups. Another thing we do is personal development. And what this basically means is reading or listening to things that are motivational and or instructional. I blew this off. I thought it was cheesy. I don't need that. Boy, was I ever wrong. 10 to 15 minutes a day. Pick up a good book. Here's a picture of 2 little ones, A Miracle Morning, Compound Effect. There's a gazillion other books out there, the Go Pro, the Go Giver, a couple others that I'm missing, but I'm pretty much addicted to these right now. I listen to it in my car when I'm driving to and from work. It makes you believe in what you're capable of. It gives you the confidence and the know-how to achieve your goals. There's no reason you can't do this. And these books will sort of teach you the thought processes that you need to have in order to believe in yourself, because a lot of times self-doubt is what, kills the horse before it even starts. So personal development is what the top coaches say got them to where they are. The 4th thing we do is recognition. Everybody wants to be recognized for a job well done. So we recognize every day, we recognize fellow coaches for effort, whether or not it produces results, right? Because even effort that doesn't produce results right away is still effort that will produce a result if it's done consistently over time. So we recognize that both in our coaches and in our challengers. So those are the 4 vital behaviors that we do every day. How much time does it take to do that? Again, this is the big question that a lot of people are concerned about. There's something that we talk about called the power hour. And what that means is really trying to carve out 1 hour a day where you can spend focused in on growing your business with minimal distraction. I'm busy. I'm a mom of 2 kids. I work. I have a puppy. It's crazy. Rare is a day where I can find an hour all at once, right? So divvy it up. It's fine. Do 15 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 20 minutes there, wherever you can find small chunks or one large chunk of time to fit in a power hour. That's great. And so this is kind of a picture of what I do during my day. Now, every day is different for me because my schedule is so fluctuating. But what I try to do is get up at 6, maybe a little bit earlier, or if I hit snooze, maybe a little bit later. And from 6 to 7, I work. I go in, I check my online office, which you'll hear about later. I invite people. We talked about inviting people to our accountability groups. So I will go in and, send invitations out to people to my next accountability group or to my next free group, whether it's clean eating or a crockpot group, or to a coaching call like this we'll invite people to. And I'll also post to the groups that I'm running currently. So my current challenge groups, maybe a Coach Basics group that I'm running, which you'll hear about, maybe a free group. Again, I'll post to any groups that I actually have going. I'll do my recognition to any team members or challengers that are having job well dones that need recognition. I'll add new friends to my friend network because it's always good to have new faces on you. And I'll try to respond to messages that have come in maybe through the night or late at night after I went to bed. And I'll plan out my posts for the day, generally speaking, what they're going to be about. And I'll try to make my first post for the day before 7 a.m. because a lot of people get up early and check Facebook, and you want to have something on there that they can look at first thing in the morning. So you're in their head early in the day is a great thing to do. I found that when I do that, that makes a big difference. From 7 to 8:30, I'm all about my family, getting the kids ready, walking the dog, making breakfast, doing dishes, doing laundry, all that stuff. From 8:30 to 3:30, when the kids are at school, it's a hodgepodge. I do work, but every day my schedule is different. So I will make my Shakeology and always take it in the car with me when I leave for work to have for breakfast. And I will usually work out first and then have my Shakeology after I shower and leave for work. Like I said, my schedule is so different every day, but I will get it in before 8:30. From 3:30 to 9, all about my family. Don't pick up my computer, maybe occasionally, but it's rare. It's all about my family from when the kids get home because their schedules are crazy. As they get older, it gets harder, right? Because I become a slave to their schedule. They're not a slave to my schedule anymore. So I'm driving them here and there, making dinner, homework, all that business. And my kids go to bed a little bit later now because they're getting a little older. So 9 o'clock, they're usually in bed. And that's when I'll try to follow up with messages that have come in throughout the day. And if I'm working on any projects like a presentation or a video, I'll, try to work on it at that time. But by 10:30, man, I am out. I'm done. Can't do it anymore. Sometimes I'll fall asleep at the computer, right? Okay, so how much does it cost to be a coach? The answer is virtually nothing. You think about this, you're becoming your own boss. Yes, it's akin to owning your own company. You are CEO of your Beachbody organization. You think of starting another company, you can, have to take out $100,000 loan. You can have to rent space in a building here, which costs so much per month. This is ridiculously cheap to do. There is a one-time enrollment fee of $40. The good part is what that enrollment fee covers is your business starter kit. But that fee is also waived for 2 reasons. One, if you're active military or if you're the spouse of active military. And also it's waived if you purchase a challenge pack at the same time as signing up. So again, that challenge pack is a workout program and meal plan plus Shakeology together, plus a couple other little perks. But if you purchase that at the same time as you enroll, you don't pay the $40 enrollment fee. Actually, you can sign up after a challenge pack purchase as well. So you don't have to do them simultaneously. You'll have to say you purchase the challenge pack, you can enroll as a coach at a later date and still have that fee waived, but you will have to pay it up front. You'll just have to fill out a form to have it reimbursed. So either way, you can get that fee waived. And there's also a $16 monthly business service fee. And what this covers for you is it gives you 3 websites. Now, a lot of times, say you own a business, right? You're going to have a website for that business, and you're going to have to pay for a website for that business. With Beachbody, you get 3 websites. You get a coaching website, you get a Shakeology website, and you get an Ultimate Reset website. So if you send those URLs to anyone to browse, hey, browse through this. If they purchase anything off any of those websites, you are going to get credit and commission for those purchases. It also gives you all of your customer service and coach relations. So if you and or a customer ever has an issue with anything, all of our customer service representatives are on hand to help, and it gives you access to all that. It also gives us all of storing of our inventory. My husband is a drug rep, and our basement is full of pens and notepads and folders and yada, yada, right? We don't have to do any of that. They store it all. They ship it all. It's so wonderful not to have to store that stuff at your house. And it also gives you access to your coach online office, which is where you will manage your business. It's your own, essentially, online office that you can keep track and manage everything. And on that website, on that office, has oodles and oodles and oodles of training. Anything you ever needed to know to run your business is on that online office, whether it be videos or tutorials, anything you can find in your coach online office. And I did not mention that ongoing, that monthly business service fee is also waived for military or spouses of military. So how do we make money? There's a couple ways that we make income. The first way is just through straight commission. So we make 25% commission off of anything you sell. So 21-Day Fix, for instance, is one of our most popular products. It's a 21-day workout program that comes with portion control containers and a full meal plan, and it's aimed for weight loss and very successful at it. If you buy just the workout and meal plan, it's $60. You'll get $15 commission. If you buy the challenge pack, which comes with it plus Shakeology, it's $160. You earn $40 commission. Now, our goal, every coach's goal, is to sell, I'm not going to say sell, is to help at least 3 people a month, 3 new people a month, okay? So selling 3 challenge packs per month, if you look under month 1, if you sell 3 challenge packs, you're going to earn $120 commission, plus hit Success Club 6, okay? Success Club is a benchmark that measures how quickly you're growing your business. So that's what SC6 at the bottom means, okay? Go to month 2, you help 3 more people. So you make $140 off of 3 new challenge packs, okay? Plus you get the residual income from the recurring Shakeology orders that came from the challenge packs you sold during month 1, okay? So you get $120 worth from month 1, from the 3 new challenge packs plus those Shakeology commissions. So you now make $210 in month 2 for the same amount of work. Go to month 3, 3 more new challenge packs worth $120. Now you get the residual income from 6 orders of Shakeology, which brings you to $300 for the same amount of work, and so on and so on and so on. And that is how your income keeps growing month after month after month. But in addition to commission, when you start building a team, that's when the fun really begins with growing your income. Once you're an active coach, sort of the next rank you can hit is called Emerald. And you are an Emerald coach once you have 2 team members. So once you sign 2 coaches, you become Emerald. And once you're Emerald, you are eligible to receive what they call team cycle bonuses. So again, I mentioned this earlier, we are not a pyramid scheme. We don't make a dime when a new coach signs up. If a coach signs up and doesn't sell a thing, we don't make anything, okay? We do make money though on what our team produces. So it's just like any organization out there that has employees and, managers, senior managers, vice presidents, and sometimes the higher ups get bonuses based on the sales of their team. Well, same thing here. You get bonuses based on the volume that your team produces. And you are eligible for that once you are an Emerald. So like here it says, earn the retail sales, which is the 25% commission, plus residual income from your team sales. You also, once you're Emerald, you get leads. Okay, so Beachbody is sort of broken down into two divisions. There's Beachbody, okay, which encompasses beachbody.com, the website, plus the infomercial business, okay? And then there's Team Beachbody, which is the coach network. Anyone who enters into the Beachbody system through beachbody.com or the infomercials, they don't have a coach, but Beachbody wants everyone to have a coach because we know that that helps their results. So the people who enter through Beachbody side will then be assigned a coach and that brings them over to the Team Beachbody side. Those are the leads that we're speaking about, and you are eligible for those when you are Emerald and when you hit Success Club 5, okay? And that's like getting free money. And then down below, it talks about bonuses. I'm not going to get into this a lot because the compensation plan is a whole nother talk in and of itself, and it can be confusing up front. It is very simple, but we're not going to get into it here. Just know that as your rank advances, you can make quarterly bonuses ranging between $1,000 to $30,000 to $50,000. Yes, there are people who make $30,000 to $50,000 per quarter just in bonuses, or more than that, right? Okay, so let's take, I have a couple slides here that just show you a paycheck progression. Just keep in mind, I think I just noticed there is a typo here. So this up here, 621.16 in the top left box should say 621.15. Okay, so I apologize about that. But just take a look here at the total commissions. In the top left box, it's $210, and in the bottom right box, it's over $1,100. But what I want you to point out is look at the retail commission. Between the two, the difference is only about $60, right? Now go 2 lines down to the team bonus. Look at that. The team bonus in a year later is so much greater. That's where the greatest percentage of her income, now this is Liz's, came from her team bonus. That's not work she did, that's work her team did, okay? So that's really important to notice. Now we're gonna pop over here and take a look at Laura's paycheck. Now Laura is Liz's upline coach, okay? So she's sort of our grandmother team. If you look at Liz's team as our mother team, then Laura's team is our grandmother team. Laura's a physical therapist as well. And she's been coaching for about a little over 3 years now. But take a look at this, her team bonus, okay? In April 2015, $1,300. Just a couple months later, look where it went. And look at her paycheck now. Her total commission, that was in July of 2015. Now, I hope she wouldn't mind me telling you, but it's well over $4,000 a week, mind you. This is not per month, this is per week. So that's pretty powerful stuff. So if you're thinking about this, okay, it can seem, I know I'm throwing a lot of information out at you and it can seem pretty overwhelming. I get that because I was there. Don't worry about it. We are here to help. We have so much training that is there for you, and it's meant to take you through step by step by step. First, we have something called Coach Basics, and that is something that every new coach goes through, and it takes you through day by day, step by step, brick by brick, to build your foundation so that you can have a successful business, right? You can't build a house without a strong foundation or your house will fall. Coach Basics is that foundation, and it allows you to grow on top of that. It's very important to go through Coach Basics. It's pretty easy. It's just a little mini assignment every day that by the time you get to that assignment, you're well ready for it. You know everything you need to know to complete that assignment in Coach Basics. And we actually have a Coach Basics starting next Monday, so the timing is perfect. You'll also have the TNT Dynasty website. Laura, whose paycheck I just showed you, she's the founder of TNT Dynasty. That's our grandmother team. And she's created this website by herself that has tons of training on it. We also have team pages on Facebook. And so my team, Team Empower Fitness, we have a team page. Liz's team, Team Infinity Fitness, has a team page. And then the TNT Dynasty has a team page as well. And I would plug you into all 3 of those. And they're places that you can go to recognize team player, successes, welcome new coaches, ask any questions. If you post any question you have, say, I have a potential customer who is asking about yada yada, or she has this issue and doesn't know if this is safe, and then you'll get 15 responses answering your question. So it's a great place to go to learn. We post lots of training videos, lots of calls that we do will all be posted in those team pages. Speaking of calls, we have weekly team calls. So Laura's TNT Dynasty has a call every Wednesday night. Liz does one every other Tuesday. And my team, Team Empower, is starting them next month. We're starting, I haven't quite picked a date yet. We're still trying to get a feel for all of our coaches to see which night works best for everybody. So hopefully if you're on our team, give me some input on which night works best for you. There's also something called Success Partners. And this is where you have the ability to pair up with someone who is sort of at your same level in the business, whether you're just starting or whether you're more senior in the business. It doesn't even have to be somebody on our team. It can be somebody on a totally different team, but it gives you, again, that accountability. You guys can set goals together and then sort of maybe have a short chat once a week and say, hey, did you meet your goals for the week? And it keeps you accountable. I know I'm much more likely to let myself down than I am to let somebody else down. So if I know somebody else is sort of watching over my shoulder, I am like 100 times more likely to do what I said I was going to do. So that's the power of Success Partners. And the team that we are a part of, and I didn't even know this when I signed up, has top 10 elite coaches, and they have so much information. I have been privy to so many advanced training groups that they've done and that they put together just to help us, right? Because again, helping us helps them. It is true teamwork. So we're really lucky to have these people on our team. We also have live events, and these are really cool. So the first thing, this is mostly an online business, right? That many people grow their business purely through social media. So it is a lot through the computer and seeing people through the computer. So sometimes it's really fun to go see everybody in person. So that's what these live events do. This one in the top right, it says, welcome to Nashville Summit. Summit is our annual live event, and it's about a 3-day conference that they hold every year, and it's national. So usually about 30,000 coaches attend, and it's a great place to, have a really great training, hear wonderful speakers. They have tons of breakout sessions and workshops, and they have workouts with the trainers, with Autumn Calabrese and Shaun T and Tony Horton and Shalene Johnson, and they have parties. It's just a great way for everybody to get together and meet each other who you've been working with and collaborate and get ideas and brainstorm. And it's a think tank. It's wonderful. Then we also have quarterly Super Saturdays, and these are regional events, a little bit smaller scale than Summit. And they're usually a day, maybe a half a day, but same idea, to get together with everybody, listen to speakers, learn, and maybe do a workout or two, and to really get your team together and to build that team spirit. And then there's also incentive trips. So we talked about Success Club, which is that benchmark system that we have for your growing your business. The top Success Club point earners in the business get to go on a trip every year. In 2015, it was to Cancun, which is pretty nice. So what's next? How do you sign up? If you want to sign up, which we would love to have you on our team, we're always looking for like-minded people who really have a passion for helping others, who enjoy health and fitness, and have a really solid why as to why they would really want to do this. We would love to have you on our team. And I love this quote. It says, if you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. I'm a PT and I get paid hourly for what I do, and that is never going to change. But the CEO of my company, well, let's just say he's doing pretty well. So, but me as the little employee, I'm not really getting anywhere. So I'm building his dream, not my own. So this is allowing me to build my own dream. So what I'd ask for you to do, if you're interested, is to contact the coach who invited you here. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have a training that starts on Monday. So if you're interested, your coach can send you a direct link to sign up, and then we can get you all plugged in so you can start making your way towards your goals. So I want to thank you all for listening. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask them. Thanks so much, guys.